things like that. Um, it's a situation at the same time where you know how like I said, for somebody, it's some people undercover police officers, feds, whatever the case may be. And one situation is like, you know how people be like, oh, they want to be part of groups, organizations, whatever the case may be. And then it's like for somebody, they wanted to rebel, but they also wanted to show somebody that whoever that they with, they wasn't loyal. This is also somebody that, you know, folks could have been aware of like their orientation, what they was into, whatever the case may be. But however, somebody only did something just to prove the point, so that it's like, you know, it's like one of those see moms, so you can see what I'm saying, like this person is not for you. Like, you know how like people wait till they get older to like, you know what I'm saying? When you get sick and tired, you get sick and tired. But it get one of those situations where it's one of those you gotta be like, see mom, I'm trying to show you that these people wasn't for you. See mom, I'm trying to, and it's like instead of like a parent seeing it from like a child's perspective about, you know, like their spouse or something like that. Cause this could be literally be a situation where somebody could have got like abused so many times by the like the a single parents, say you raised by a single father or single mom, whatever type of situation. But it's like trying to prove to the parent, like, look, this person is doing X, Y, Z, and this is what's been happening to me for years, right? So that, like, say for instance, that person be like, look, I'm gonna come something, I'm not gonna tell my family. Like, I feel like the family wasn't really aware of what somebody really did type shit. But it was like, let me go undercover so I can really show her what the hell this is. But I feel like the turn of events was somebody like the reaction or the response that they got wasn't as expected. But it's like one of those like, well, you said you looking to go ahead and fix this relationship with me, and you said that it's like this, and this, but it's like you blaming me when it's really like this motherfucker. I'm showing you this person ain't worth shit. They was willing to do this with me. They did this with me. I basically had people like go ahead and fucking record this situation happening, but you not paying attention to this is the person who knew about it, provoked it. I went along with it so you can see it, so you can be like, let me wake up. Like, you should be tired of being abused. You should be tired of being beat down. You should be fucking tired. But then it's also somebody's fucking lesson to wake the fuck up at the same time. Like, these will be the same people willing to do this shit behind your back. This is also somebody, you know, at the same time, like where I get people like, yes, we go as veterans and stuff like that. We do go out on a limb. We do go see crazy shit. We do go through a lot of things. But then this is also some people where they can start recognizing the difference between where you can tell the difference between veterans and war vets. A war vet ain't getting involved in no crazy shit. Like, we could do crazy shit, but we don't get involved in like all that other nonsense, because the shit we seen in war is gonna make you really realize like, hey, it's certain shit that ain't even worth it. It's gonna be very rare and few that you will see an actual veteran that went to war, not the ones that sit at the desk, not the ones that sit behind the motherfucking screens and shit like that, not the ones that be like, yeah, I was in the military, I did 20 plus years, but I didn't ever fucking deploy. Those usually be the motherfuckers that get caught up in some shit. Or you'll get 10 times out of 10, it will be like the females that did go overseas, but they were very promiscuous. Those are the sister wives and shit like that. They got the way to persuade motherfuckers to do certain things. If you did get people that did do stuff, it usually be like the vets that, if they did do a tour, it'll be like the Iraq era and beyond, you know, before. But anything after that, these are more people, the other war veterans, yeah, they'll probably be, you know, sexually promiscuous, but anything outside of that, they're not messing with no little kids, nothing. They just sexually fucking fluid. But then this is like, I'm speaking about a person that literally had to go fucking undercover to show somebody. And granted, like, the person probably had issues. They probably were on drugs or some shit like that, and end up fucking relapses in the process of trying to show somebody something. And then it's like, I feel like it fucked somebody's head up because they did not expect the fucking reaction that they got when they had to be like, to a parent and be like, look, it really wasn't me. Like, they've been fronting this, they've been doing XYZ, and it's like, no, you gotta go, you gotta go, and it's like, So for you to get back at me, you knew what I was feeling, because I feel like somebody would divulge to whatever parent, their mother, father, or whatever, how they felt about shit. And then it was just like something like kind of like stuck out, and it was just like, what? It was like that, but it was like, it wasn't like that. Like somebody probably like misconstrued, but then it was like, this is also the trail of lies that somebody could have just like put on for a situation. It's like one of those, you know how people be like, oh, they just trying to put on, they just trying to put on. But it's like, no, some motherfuckers ain't putting on. Some motherfuckers, we really out here looking to go ahead and do certain things. We really out here like actually living life and trying to just do fucking better and stay out the way, because it's like, shit, if most of the time, it's like one of those most peaceful moments that you can have is when you go off grid. Cause I can care two fucking shits about fucking social media. I could really give two shits about other fucking people. I really don't care. And this is like one of those situations where people can start to realize like, damn, that person really don't care if they really stay to themselves. And then it's like, damn, these people are really fucking dirty. This is why they do this, and this is why that person said that. Like, you know how people have to really fucking sit back and really reanalyze and observe situations and be like, oh, now I see. But it's like when they finally fucking see, when you actually really, telling them up front, then it's like, oh, it's a little bit too fucking late, because now you already participated in the fucking fuck games. And it's like, I already snaked this person. I was being like in the background, being cold, and then I'm snaking them in front of their fucking face. Or it's like they being cold in front of you and snaking you behind your back. Then it's like, I need to help you. I got it. And then it's like, what is the fucking point of trying to help somebody now, after the fact that you got snaked from the same people that you participated with and helped them? But then it was like, was it really worth trying to go over there to prove the point to somebody? These are people that love to try to prove points to people, but then end up fucking themselves and screwing themselves in the process. Like in my situation, these are a lot of fucking people that could have just been trying to play in the fucking background, trying to pretend that they were me, or using my fucking information to be like, yeah, this is such and such and such and such. But then it's like all these false allegations, all this information that y'all withheld, that y'all knew. It's like, shit, if it's coming to somebody's physical health, you need to fucking tell them. And then trying to make it as like it's a joke or something. Somebody could be a Pisces, somebody could be a Cancer, Leo, or a fucking Virgo. And it was like, haha, we can keep this information from them. They ain't gonna know. Like somebody, this could be somebody's parents working together, aunts, uncles, whatever, somebody kids and shit like that. And in that experience, this is like, I'm trying to teach you how, where you're not being abused no more, where you're not being hurt no more, where you're not being taken advantage of from not even just your lovers, from families and friends and shit like that. And I feel like somebody kid did try to take the initiative to show them that, but I feel like they took it in the wrong way. Like this is like somebody had to go like rogue in order to try to get an answer, for somebody, and then the other person that they were working with and stuff like that to do it, I feel like it kind of like flipped on them, because it was like it wasn't supposed to go like that. But fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like you take accountability, you take responsibility. But then this would be a situation where they took some shit too far. This is like somebody took some shit so fucking far that I feel like somebody either recently, over like not too long ago, either got stabbed or shot not too long ago. Whether, somebody knew it or not, somebody could be like a veteran or in the military, a conductor or something like that. Someone could be a veterinarian or in a police force or something like that. That could have just got caught up in some shit, and it's just like, oh, like, fuck. But then it's like, it's certain things where at a particular time, like shit, even an extraction team, people, you will start knowing who it is, because most of the time when they have to go undercover, they gotta spot the target of who they trying to extract, who they trying to save and shit like that. But then it's like at the same time where I'm sitting here observing the emails, observing how these people are trying to run this shit. This is like at the same time, I feel like it's a lot of people where like, even though that I'm addressing these folks, because it's like they think it was funny, like we're gonna come into her live, we're gonna go watch her. Okay, watch, no problem. But the same way that y'all can hack the person, they can hack the people who's hacking. The same way you can get access to those things. And if these people have higher positions, way more than you just only have state control. You don't have federal control. You don't have that federal clearance. You don't have that CIA clearance. You don't have that FBI clearance, do you? No. So eventually, in certain type of aspects and situations, you gotta go ahead and think logically, like, when or if I decide to do this, will this shut down any type of operations or things that I have going on? And clearly somebody felt like, no, they're not going to ever catch on to this, because this is a person that comes from poverty. This is a veteran that needs our help, like type shit. And it's like, well, actually, I just needed an assist. That's why it's called assistance. I didn't say I need hope and a full fucking support. It was called assist. Hey, are you going to help go ahead and get the job? Or are you going to help go ahead and do this? And this was like, somebody was like, nah. But then in the same time, these were people realizing, like, at the same time, like, okay, so if they coming into the programs like this, because like most of the veteran programs, which I feel like is kind of fucked up, is more geared towards if you have alcohol problems, if you have a drug problems. They love those motherfucking veterans. But God forbid that you don't have a problem like that. These will be the people to be like, oh, you don't really need the help like you really do. Or it's like one of those where they can look at it as, oh, they don't need as much help because, you know, they're just probably being irresponsible or certain shit. Like, really, motherfuckers really just be looking at situations like that versus, wait a minute, you know, what's causing this shit? But in certain instances, it'll be people that are alerting the system. And that's where I'm like, you know what? God, do your big one. Because when you get ready to do your big one, you can handle it a lot better than I can. Because right now, I'm feeling like the world is on my motherfucking shoulder. And baby, I'm backed in the corner, but I'm still fighting as much as I can. But I need every fucking archangel and spirit team around me, because ain't no man, ain't no physical fucking mortal gonna be able to defeat me as long as I know that you are with me. And who can be against me? None of these motherfucking man-made created bullshit. Because while they trying to create this tunnel, this underground world, and trying to do this shit to use this against me, to go ahead and use my information, trying to play as me, stealing my fucking money, and then try to make false reports, I said, you know what? I know you're going to put it on the right person's heart, even if they was fucking against me, to bring me the right fucking information about every single fucking person involved. And the beautiful thing of it is, ain't nobody going to know exactly who brought it to me, why they brought it to me, what caused them to do it, even if they was participating in the fuck shit. You gonna make my enemies my footstool by all means. When they were sitting here trying to do everything that they've been doing right now, the same way that you was going here and trying to affect my sleep, my memory, my weight, my skin, my thoughts, my mind, where I lived, where I stayed, how I record, all this shit, how I made my money. Same way you did that, by all means necessary. The same way that you wanted to cause harm to myself, my children, my womb, my body, my rights, by all means necessary. It's going to happen to every single one of them. If you thought and you was wishing in your mind that you wanted me to get stabbed up, that's going to be your demise. That you wanted me to get shot up, that's about to be your demise. If it don't happen to you, it's going to happen right in fucking front of you. The same way where you wanted to traumatize and do those things, the same way you wanted to rob me, and depending on what type of money it is that you gain, just go ahead and count that's the type of money that you about to lose, but times that by 10. So you have to be mindful. A lot of you motherfuckers be talking about, I practice mindfulness. Do you? It's your turn. Your turn has come. What are you going to do when it's your turn to do what it is? Oh, we thought this person was dumb, but they really not. They really not. But now it's like, oh no, well, we thought we can control how people would love them, how people could use them, because we wanted to sacrifice them. We wanted to sacrifice their womb, their children. We wanted to put them under fire. 2, 4, 6, 7 type of cases, 7 type of people, 22 people, up to fucking 33 fucking states that y'all have people to go ahead and use different numbers to go ahead and call in a period of 31 days to cause false reports, noise complaints, and then some. But the beauty of it is, it's like, hey, right now, if somebody was emailing me, I can't answer the emails. You wasn't receiving our emails? I can't receive your email, because now guess what? I got proof right here on this phone that regardless if I go to court or not, I got proof that, hey, something happened to my phone, Your Honor. Whoever the judge is, if they're not the corrupted one, and I'm 100% sure there's going to be somebody sitting out in the crowd whenever they do the case, because they're going to look at it regardless if it's a small claims, big claims, whatever it is. I'm 1,000,000,000% sure it's going to be somebody that can outrank whoever the judge is, those lawyers in the room, or they're going to be pretty much there to see what lawyers are there, what judge is sitting on that bench, and how they're going to choose to fucking behave when it comes to this claim. Because it's like, are they going to listen to it? Are they not going to listen to it? Okay. They watching everything for somebody right now. Every time that they calling in to get somebody to go stay at this place, go call and make this report, go do this. Every time that y'all getting every single fucking person. They watching every move. They getting every car plate. They watching every telephone call. They watching everyone get these little new calls and everything like that. They watching every time that y'all want to go, play bippity boppity boo, write the rituals, make the candles, cut the tongues open. They watching you go ahead and do the chakra work. They go ahead and watching you get the Dakachanga, whoever the fuck his name is, getting the Indian friends. They watching you hire and give the money to the little Asian kids and shit like that. They watching that shit. So I'm not concerned. So apparently all this telling me to be patient, even though they can't give it to you right now. It's all right. It's all right, because the longer that they doing it, the same way that they violating the rights, same way that they trying to get this collectively, this is them watching. Like for somebody, it's a judge or somebody that could be in the judicial system. It's 44 cases, up to 53 cases that a particular judge and two of her other counterparts that she be working with to do something, they're going to overturn about 53 cases. And I'm talking about motherfuckers. I'm seeing motherfuckers coming out of jail like, they name getting called. You remember how, what was it called? Medea goes to jail? Whatever it is that these people got in trouble for, they're no longer going to be in trouble for no more. These people that was in the Veterans Affairs, part of veteran groups, VFWs, legions and shit like that, the ones that were coming over here to attack, the people coming from these veterans programs, they watching every piece of system that they doing. Especially whoever the governor, they watching the governor like a motherfucker hawk. They watching every fucking time that he getting ready to try to go pick up that burner phone. For every fucking day that, like, somebody was supposed to tell somebody something either March or May. They chose not to, especially the Veterans Affairs. When I was sending that message in May, y'all was supposed to do something. Y'all went on ahead and paid for somebody to do a hit. Y'all was trying to snake. Y'all was trying to do something real fucking slick, including messing with the phone, which is, I'm grateful that I put it up there, because the reason being was like, why is it not taken down? Why is it not taken down? It wasn't going to be taken down because they watching for whoever this older gentleman is, or whoever it is that you recently just paid to come do another assassination again, which they going to get caught dead in their tracks. They going to get caught dead in their tracks as soon as they get ready to try to do whatever this attack is, or whatever it is that you plan to pay these people. They going to get caught. Somebody could be getting tortured in their dreams because it's like, why I feel like I'm getting taunted, and why is everybody looking at me like this? Whoever, wanted to be bullheaded. Whoever this Pisces, Aquarius, Leo, Virgo person is. Yeah, this lab work, this school teacher, the researcher, and the judge, and the person that's affiliated to the Shriner group. Whoever was trying to do a ritual according to Ogun, somebody literally trying to figure out how to reverse something. Somebody gonna end up going to the hospital because they're gonna find out something that y'all did and try to lie and say, we can't see them. Remember? You was denying services. You was trying to hold up or overcharge somebody for something that you shouldn't have. This is like somebody, y'all was even trying to go as far as trying to make sure, hey, we got to make sure that their bank account go dry, that it's zero. But it's like, how would you know this in this court case? And every time that you bring it back to this same fucking court case, how are you getting access to this person's bank account is the question. If that person has zero access to you, you don't communicate with them, how are you getting access to their bank account? So now they got to ask, well, who is this person? Right? And based on the DNA and based on the fact that, hey, certain things is going a particular way, and you felt that you was going to keep secret about this, the big part of this situation is it's a veteran. It's military affiliation. That's the biggest key about that situation. Something about Penske. Somebody could have tried to get a Penske because this new one is, we're going to do a kidnapping. Right? We was doing a kidnapping. Whoever this surgeon is, a pediatrician involved, and a denture person, or somebody, a dentist, and a mother. They is running dry about some kind of lie that y'all was trying to create. The lie is coming out. Also about somebody burning somebody, which was a lie, which whoever tried to say this, whoever birthday is in July, and they figured out that it was a fucking lie. The same person in July tried to go ahead and pay for this murder or this hit, and they felt like they accomplished something by causing somebody to have a runaround about what was going down, that somebody could have been pregnant, since January, possibly. And we wasn't going to keep it. We was going to just be quiet. We're going to try to figure out how to stress them. We're going to figure out how to do this. But we're just going to keep an eye on them just to see if they're going to figure. But we're going to give them a runaround because I feel like they still in this place of uncertainty. Whoever the person is, they're going to keep begging us to go ahead and keep certain things going. And then they need the medicine or the script just so when it's time for them. This is like some people delaying certain type of things for somebody in hopes that somebody has something in their system. I'm so serious. But it's like, the thing of it is, I feel like whoever are the major investigators watching these people doing this, I'm seeing some people just sit back and watch these motherfuckers in complete disgust. So I feel like whatever it is that they built, whatever case that they're building on these military people, on whoever, the 4 people from the music industry, this judge, this Shriner crew, this OBGYN, this veterinarian, whoever owns this gym, this mechanic person, whatever judgments that comes to these motherfuckers, it's about to be like, it's one of those, oh, so you have access and you work with this strip club. Oh, you got access and you was the one paying for the guns in this. Okay, you was the one running your money through this Chinese restaurant. Okay, so you was the one that was an actual, this would be a person and be like, they were a Marine, but they'll be like, I was in the Navy type shit. Or it's like, okay, but they can go read the paperwork when it comes to whoever this veteran or this person who was in the military, but they actually got out the military in a whole different type of way. Like dishonorable discharge, most of the time you can get that if you get caught up on racism, if you get caught up on the sexual abuses, if you get caught up trying to steal certain things. This is like someone who was hoping that they can conceal themselves. And this is also someone that could have got caught up like on weapons charges. They could have got plenty caught up on weapons or domestic abuse and stuff like that, right? And this person psychologically, they probably try to offer them to do certain things or therapy, and then it's like, look, we can seal your record, we can help you to still go ahead and get a rating or whatever. However, when we decide to go ahead and do this is where I know the people that were at the affinity and stuff like that being involved and shit like that. Because I remember when Miss Betty said something about the Legion, I was like, damn, not Betty too. So that allowed me to know everybody in that motherfucking building, in that room, knew what the fuck was going on. At that point, I knew everybody knew in that motherfucker what was going on. But the beauty of it was like, what throws it off was the attack, who was doing it. But then it was like, it kept pointing to that they would have had some type of affiliation to 2018, but meaning they didn't know about the divorce and all that stuff. But it allowed me to know Sheridan, Wyoming, okay? Sheridan, Wyoming, Veterans Affair. which go ahead and tie them into, because I was like, why was Charmaine Smith? Because that means, because I think she was on her way to retire around 2018. If I'm not mistaken, she was getting ready to retire. But that means that they had to go pull this woman from fucking retirement to go ahead and go do this. If not, they had somebody tap into her name and use her name in the system, because I remember she was getting ready to fucking retire before I left Colorado. I knew that for a fact. So Sheridan, Wyoming allowed me to know, like, okay, these were people that they needed, more or less, they needed trackers, like people that can track. Most of the time, they usually use Marines. They will use Pathfinders or the pilots, like most of the time, or our little 11 Bravos, the little 11 Bang Bangs, as we call them, to do this. So the main ones that would have had ties to it, which was the last little goofy motherfucker that been trying to hide, and then Jeremy, who was the 42 Alpha. Drew, I didn't ever really dig into what was his job or whatever. Mike, he already gave me. He was just too motherfucking cool for school, but I knew that motherfucker do something. But he kept a job though, so he. I want to say out of everybody in there, he was the one that kept it smooth. Jose was the one I was like, yo, anybody know anything about computers? Jose decided to speak up. You know what I'm saying? He was like trying to play it strategically, but he couldn't play it too strategically. But it was like, yeah, these are the best computers, with the CPU. So, you got to test it more or less just to know who know what, how they know it, and what. But it low-key gave me for a little bit. He might have been talking shit for a cool little bit, but then it was at the same time, it was like, the motherfucker a little bit too smart. But I ain't put my finger on it type shit. But then when it's like they put their finger on it, it was just like, you know how you can look at a person and be like, bro, you really fucking up all the chances and opportunity that we really fucking need in this situation. And the fact that you doing this stupid shit is like, we looking to help you, but you not looking to help yourself, and you allow, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know how people be trying to hide other fucking people, but it'd be like, you can't hide somebody that's really clearly a fucking loudmouth. That's why it's just like, it's for me, it's not like I'm being judgmental, but it's like I gotta judge your ass for this one, motherfucker, because ain't nobody, and even if the people that they working with, if y'all not getting in the person's ass and you really trying to help somebody and shit like that, it's like, motherfucker, are you really being like logical about this shit? But it's like, it's given, I love bad bitches, that's my fucking problem. And motherfucker, that is not a bad bitch. That's a dirty, nasty bitch that's gonna get you caught up every fucking time. Because clearly, are we not paying attention to either life or crime is just not for you, and apparently what you like is going to get you stuck in some shit and put your ass in the limelight when you trying to stay the fuck out of the light. And then it's leading to situations where it's like, say that they were looking to go ahead and get to the bottom or the resolution of a situation. This is a lot of fucking people sitting here like, all right, I want to say, like, not no funny fucking business. I want to say it was some people, and I ain't going to say all y'all names, but even though I mentioned some of y'all names, they still, going to be clueless, because these are, for somebody, somebody probably picked up on the same shit that I picked up on. I'm around some fucking idiots. And then call it what the fuck it is. Somebody literally had to sit there like, I'm working around a bunch of fucking idiots. And you know how you give certain people fucking freedoms. You give them a little fucking mile, they take it the whole fucking way around the world. And whatever this is, like, if this is some veterans, like, I'm surrounded by fucking bimbos. People just desperate. Like, I want the offer. I want this offer, but I want this offer. But I want the offer, but you're too busy taking the offer that is not meant for you to fulfill. Somebody named could be Lewis. Lewis that got ties to the veterans. Or they could have been part of the cavalry. I know what a cavalry unit is. They got to earn their spurs. You know what I'm saying? But that also represents governor. You know what I'm saying? But then it's also showing that somebody could have been trying to do something. These were people like out of that unit. It was like somebody just stepping out of pocket and wanted to do something. Somebody's birthday could be in November, February, May, or June. June 6th, June 5th. Somebody could be 66, somebody could be 56, or somebody could be born in 1966 or 1965, 56. Let me see. Or 72. Okay. Somebody could be 58, 53, 63, or 68, or in their 70s, which also allow you to know that these are people too fucking old. You're too old to keep playing these games with people who younger than you. Your glory days, just let it subside and be the person to go ahead to just be like, hey, let me at least learn you a little something or school me so I can do a little bit better. These were also people willing to not like, oh, well, this person is burning and this is what they doing. But it's like, why would you sit here and go base that shit off a lie? This is some people hoping to carry some bullshit out until July. Somebody's name could be Carrie. Is this Carrie Barber? Like, goddamn, you was supposed to be my motherfucking commander, but why would you even, like some of this shit is like, it's people that I work with. Why would you carry on with a fucking lie if you work with me personally? Anybody that worked with me personally, it was, oh, she have an attitude. I have an attitude because I didn't talk to you. People would literally get upset because I was very selective. No, it wasn't about being just because I was very selective. I have work to do. And clearly your behavior and who the people you choose to hang out with, I don't like their behavior. I don't like how they move. And I don't like how they clearly treat other fucking people. So be a little bit considerate. Maybe she just didn't like how the people who you were around and their behavior and their attitude and how they conduct themselves, how they carry themselves. Right, Darquisha? Choosing being selective with friends of Umbrea and clearly Umbrea and the rest of them. Okay, we have to go duck off to Texas to go do this. Clearly, we're going to duck off and go to Fort Riley and go do this shit. Bro, when my baby daddy left me to go do this, and it's, okay, what does y'all fucking situations got to fucking do with me for you to go ahead and go lie off of something just for some money? For rank, for position? Because anything that I probably, like, most of my oppositions, if anybody didn't ever fucking really like me and they always said it was an attitude, it wasn't an attitude, bitch. I would make it very clear whenever they would ask me, why you don't talk to me or whatever. I don't like you. And then clearly I have the time when they did decide to fucking talk. I thought you were a bitch before I got ready to talk to you. The fact of the matter that you came to me and said some fuck shit like that was enough for me to go ahead to know why I didn't talk to you in the first place. That's enough for me to go ahead and be like, what is your relevance? The sun card, your bougie. Oh, we gonna hide this from them, but we're not sure because they're losing weight or they doing this. Well, clearly you just haven't never really been around me and really, analyze what could possibly happen to a person. But we're going to try to control them and send this immature person because, what's a knight to a fucking grown-ass woman or a person that's the star, the empress, the high priestess. Come on now. A knight? Somebody's last name could be Knight. Or Knighton. What's up with these people? Because clearly, let's see who we got on the board right now. Who we have on the board of this energetic, still trying to do the bullshit and get away with it. That feel they getting away with it. Someone playing stoic, okay? A knight. Someone's name could be... Somebody could be from California, or somebody swearing up and down they from fucking Compton or some shit like that. But they are Knight. Okay, somebody's name could be Knight. So somebody could be like, give or take, New Mexico, Arizona area. Someone could be in like Nevada. Somebody could be from the Caribbean. What's up with these two? They're facing prison time for stealing something that they did April 8th, something that they did on April 8th. They could have recently just got a notification about Oh, they definitely did just get notification. Mm-hmm. An Emperor, a Hermit, a Virgo, Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio. They were working with. They could have got compensated from three people that you know of, that you one you work with, married to, and a relative. Okay, this is like somebody that felt like, oh, I got the information of a fucking lifetime. Like somebody really felt like they got information of a lifetime, but it was just like they were able to get with it because it was like somebody's name could be Will or Williams. So Sarin Williams. Oh my gosh. I know that motherfucker still had a vendetta every time that I fucking rejected him. So that wasn't no surprise. Not Lewis Williams that belonged to Arlene. This is the other Williams with the glasses that had the other baby. Like they was really with that sister wives type shit. They was with that. Oh, let me get on my Harley. I think it was hard of hearing. He had hearing aids. Yeah, but that's like a lot of this is military masons. But most of every single fucking time, Sarn Stevens, all of these motherfuckers were literally fucking people upset because I rejected them. I didn't want to sleep with them. I didn't want to have relationships with them. I didn't want to do anything with them. But for me, for something is deep in my fucking core, it's telling me why this last little motherfucker nutted the fuck up was because of that type of bullshit. Of course, anybody will be like, well, that's a lot of fucking people. And, Wilbert was saying that, Wilbur Hicks said he knew these. I knew that motherfucker knew who I knew. That was the craziest part. But I was like, Shooter, just be quiet. Don't say nothing to him. That what you know is what you know. And the motherfucker was sitting there like, now you sit here stuck with a fucking habit that you fucking fought to fucking get out of. Even though that shit wasn't fucking easy. Then it was like, here you are setting me up to try to get unalive. Who is this person right here? Who was this person paying to try to do this? The school teacher. Whoever was in school or something like that. So whoever birthday is in July. This person could be an instructor. They were into the dark arts, whether you knew it or not. This was somebody that was instructing 3 men and 1 female that you could have worked with. Or they could have been close to them. Or these 3 could have all like been working together. They also did this with something about a kid. They knew this. Also, again, somebody could be a Cancer, so you could have a Cancer friend. These people birthdays are in July. So this is where somebody was able to cloak their energy amongst these people as well, to go ahead to like, I feel like someone is not too versed in how to do this. Yep. Somebody, your parent could have also got these people to go ahead and do this to convince them to do it. A Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio woman. Somebody could definitely be a heavy on a Pisces and a Virgo. But the military people was affiliated with this Virgo people. Somebody is up to 2 Virgos in 2 different states that could have did this. Somebody, your parent could have been where you are. If you travel across waters, they travel across water as well. Something about the name Crawford. But this person traveled across waters just to make sure, like, they could have, it's like some kind of initiation or things that they can do with like cups or something like that, or met with somebody for drinks. They could have met at a particular location or something like that. I'm telling you, they met at a particular location, and wherever it was that you traveled to go ahead and see if they can get people passionate enough, or they could have went on ahead and did something. If you a person like me, baby, I love me some like pina coladas and passion fruits from when I was over there in fucking Puerto Rico. Okay, I fucked them up. But this is like somebody that literally was looking to go ahead to cause the imbalance for somebody. It was a parent, 2 kids. These people had the money at this time. So it was either 2022. For somebody, they also did this 2017 and 2007 towards you. Also 1997 and 1992. But somebody could be born in 72 as well. Somebody could be 27. This person was literally looking for people to do, like I'm telling you, for somebody, whether you know it or not, if somebody was planning on unaliving you, I feel like the person ain't fit that you do that shit, because it's like, you know how you get to digging to find information, and what the fuck you end up finding out is like, what, you know what I'm saying? You know how people really be fighting it, just like and most times in whatever type of situation, it's more likely, whether man or woman, most people will always want to fix the relationship when it comes to their mom. More often than not, most people always will want to fix the relationship when it comes to it. They want to have that healed relationship with a mother figure. But then this is given where it's a lot of fucking men, and they looking at a fucking person that's supposed to be a mother figure, right? And they looking at her, and it's like, why would you? It's one of those like, when they have to observe for themselves, like your behavior or whatever the case may be, and you know how people will always paint a story about a person, oh, they hateful, they honoring, I don't know why they can't respect me, why they don't love me, and why they can't do this for me, and da 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 da. And then it's just like, it be that light bulb moment. It's like one of those, you know how you just stand back and you just have to tell everybody, like, stand back for a second. Maybe we looking at it wrong. And it's about 1, 2, 3, 4 fucking people, 5, 6, 7. I'm saying about 7 of them, right? 7 of these fucking people stood back and said, hold up, let's reevaluate. Let's make sure that we're looking at this situation right. For somebody in a situation, there's literally 7 people stepping back from whoever this one mother figure was doing, saying, or whatever. And it's given that this person could have went somewhere, or they could have been drinking or whatever, been drinking with old people or people that they used to kick it with, right? This is like people that they used to kick it with back in the day, used to run the streets, probably like, you know, like my folks, we have very, very, very heavy ties, music industry, sports industry, and the military, right? And this is like somebody could have been drinking, and I feel like, I don't know if somebody slipped something in that bitch or something went on, and somebody just finally just was like, fuck it, let me just ask some questions. Wherever the fuck they asked, I feel like this person told on themselves about traveling to where somebody was at and what they was willing to do, and who they end up getting the contact that they had overseas or at a different area or a location, Caribbean, whatever. And that the plan was, I'm hearing the plan was, and it was like, but why would you plan to do that? And it was just like, well, every time that I always get somebody, I need to get this bitch back, because they shouldn't even have to leave me high and dry like that. They shouldn't have left me without the fucking money and shit like that. This was where this person painted an illusion, where now they can no longer paint no motherfucking illusion. I feel like on April 7th, for somebody, whether you fucking know it or not, some of these folks had to go ahead and be like, look, I don't even want no motherfucking parts, cause whatever this fucking person said when they got drunk, also whoever the school teacher is, and they got some kind of man to get involved in it and whatever. Even I feel like, even if it was like a hit, for somebody, they hired up to like 3 to 4 fucking hitmen. And these motherfucking hitmen had to sit back and be like, but you know what I'm saying? Like how everybody ain't gonna always have a perfect fucking relationship, but it's like, but why would you want to do that to your own child? And then why would this child be going so fucking hard in the paint and so adamant to want to fucking stay away? And for me, it was just like, when I have to fucking deal with fucking people, it's rare to get me mad, but then it's like, I'm not going to just get mad for no fucking reason. It's going to be within reason. Especially when you just tell people, quit fucking with me, please. Like, just leave me alone. I'm not trying to deal with that shit. It's enough shit going on. And for me, like, the biggest way to piss me the fuck off is when I'm divulging to you what's going on, what's happening, how it happened, and why I don't want to fucking deal with it. And then when people be like, well, Sharita, you know, think about it in this way, you know, you only get one mom and all this other bullshit. Yeah, the one motherfucker that should be in my corner been my biggest motherfucking op since I was a fucking kid. And I've been trying to fucking go, because guess what? Y'all out here trying to traffic a motherfucker who the main culprit is the person who was the caretaker that was doing that. Now, if y'all all had to sit down, imagine if your mama did that shit. Yeah, your mama might got you in some fucked up situation. But however, could you honestly say within your soul that your mama did that intentionally because they got mad. No. Those be people like it's certain fucking people be like, well, yeah, I've been in a situation, but it was like my parent didn't know any better, and I went on ahead and do some shit just to make sure so she can see what I had to go through, so she ain't got to keep going through it, because it's somebody literally undercover right now that's basically like finally processing in their fucking brain. I see your pain. But I'm doing it because I'm just trying to show her that it's a better way and that this is how people really fucking do. I'm already fighting not to be like this and shit like that. But then it's like I fell into the okie doke because instead of taking the person's side who I should have had their back, I didn't, and I still attacked. And now that I attack, now the fucking person that I really want to help and tell them something, now I can't tell them nothing because I got to remember when they were, or if they are, still are. I got all these motherfucking people and I gotta fucking back off like I wasn't part of that. And then it's like, you don't feel no way? Like, like for me, it's like I gotta even look at the kids I have, the baby fathers I got kids with. Am I wrong for going ahead and just saying fuck it and let these motherfuckers do what it is that they please with them kids? Most people be like, okay, well shit, if you on a healthy mindset, those are the parents of your kids. You got a co-parent, right? But then when you got to look at the person you co-parent with, the motherfucker looking for every which way to kill you. Come on now. That don't have your back shit. I would go to war about it. But then I can't go to war about people who ain't going to war about themselves for one. Two, they ain't really going to war for the fucking kids because they willing to go ahead and get the kids involved in this shit. So then it's like, what do you really fucking got to do at the same time? Fuck it. It's going to be what it's going to be. To save my mental and my emotional state. So I ain't got to deal with the constant, oh, I'm going to take you to court to take the kids. Bitch, take them fucking kids. Fuck you and them kids. It don't mean I don't love my motherfucking kids. I got to keep my motherfucking mental health, because other than that, now you're going to be in a constant physical shit. You're going to be in a constant mental thing. And these will be the same people that will always want to keep you in a fucking courthouse because they're in their feelings. You ain't did shit to them but say, look, fuck you. I'm not trying to fuck with you. Leave me alone. And instead of them leaving you alone, poke the bear. Poke the bear. Poke the bear. Bitch, I was being respectful. I'm trying to abide by what the fucking Bible said. And it said, honor thy mother and honor thy father. Meaning just love your motherfuckers. And even with me loving you from a fucking distance, here you are from a distance still doing fuck shit and I ain't even bothering you. You cool long as everything is going to you. But as soon as you snatch that motherfucking money from that ass, because ain't no love in it. Ain't no love like I'm genuinely supporting you. You know how you feeling today? Are you good? Have you eaten today? Is everything all right? Nah. Now you other fucking people, your mom happy to see you. What's your favorite movie? Want to watch the movie with you. Genuinely want to eat food with you. Genuinely want to fucking break bread with you. Just really want to know, like, if you good, you ain't got to tell them. Like, y'all got fucking parents that they not even worried about the person problem. They worry about you. They ain't worried about taking from you, stealing from you, no nothing. But in this instance, somebody literally got that bitch drunk, and I guarantee you that bitch said some fucking crazy ass shit. Well, the plan was to do this to this motherfucker so I can get this type of money up off of it. And somebody said, for real? For real? Oh, okay. I feel like whatever this motherfucker said when they was drunk, it fucked some motherfucking head up. Because it's like, yeah, I knew you did some shit back in the day. But it's one of those where people could have experienced you. Where it was been a lot of people that used to experience me as a kid. But it would be certain people that she knew. Especially if it was dudes that she was fucking with, she knew that they wasn't on that type of shit. They wouldn't fuck with her if they had knew that she was allowing the shit that I'm talking about now that was happening to me as a kid. I guarantee you a lot of these motherfuckers wouldn't have fucked with her. I know for a fact they wouldn't have fucked with her. But now whatever she said, it kind of alerted them, and it's like, well, I remember when I was sitting there on her page and yeah, we was helping her or whatever. But now on whatever happened in April or recently, This is where motherfuckers like, damn, this motherfucker really fucking meant to do that. And like, you really went across the waters to go do that. And I feel like somebody even went along with the shit to just like, yeah, but what happened when you went to Puerto Rico and shit like that? And then what else happened? And it's like, this motherfucker had zero problem because she was mad. She was mad. Even in a fucking mad state, you could still hear the passion that I still have for my motherfucking kids. I don't give a fuck how fucking mad I am. You think I'm fit to go set somebody up to unalive my motherfucking kids? For some money? If anything, I'm gonna have compassion, I'm gonna have love and empathy in my motherfucking heart. Look, I just can't fuck with y'all. But I'm gonna make sure still, regardless, because I had a goal and I have a fucking vision to still make sure that you're not needing or wanting from anything, because I'm not gonna be that fucking main source for you, because you gotta remember, you try to take mommy out. But as a mommy and as a mother, I want you to still have, whether you go to jail or not, whether you get help or not, I'm going to still make sure that you got a property to live at, money to go ahead and do what it is that you do, and everything else you're going to have to do after that. That's your life choice, because I don't want to be the person to make you feel like I'm making a choice for you. If anything, when you're doing the best interest in your child, I got to work around what it is that you've given me already. You have to base that shit off of that. But this bitch right here, I got a vendetta. I didn't get to do this, and I didn't get, that's not that person's fault. I didn't ask to be born. I'm just here. But then when you sit here, trying to realize what the fuck it is that you did, you base everybody that you rallied up based off a lie. Well, she did this to me and she stole from me. I stole $70 from you, Sheila. $70. You a motherfucking bold-faced lie, because that $70 was utilized to put gas in your car to get right back to you. But then this would be the same motherfucker that would discard the thousands, not the hundreds, but the thousands of dollars that I have utilized to help you. But I ain't never did anything. You took on my children, because anyone that always knew about Sharita, if you had my children, regardless of how I could figure out how to pay you back, whether you keep my kids and I have the money to give it to you, I'm gonna give you the money. If it was something that you needed, you got the kids and you gotta work, whatever, and I don't give a fuck if I had to keep them for 2 weeks or whatever. That was me repaying you for whatever it is that you did to me. I just didn't have the physical financial funds. But shit, do you need me to come help you clean up your house? You need me to help you cook? Whatever. That's why everything that went on is fucking these same fucking people having to sit back and be like, God damn. We literally helped the motherfucker who was the real criminal thinking that this person is a criminal. I ain't ever stolen anything in my life. And then I did that shit when I was 10 years old? A piece of candy from a candy store. And then the craziest thing is the karma bit my ass and I got in trouble that same day. But you want to know what was the same way that I got blessed that same day? When I stole that piece of candy from the store and he was like, I saw you take that. And I was like, oh my God. And even when I stole that candy, that man showed me so much fucking compassion. He was like, I don't want you to do that no more. And I'm going to need you to go back home and you're going to have to go get an adult and bring a person back and tell it, right? And I did. But guess what that man did the same day? He said, I'm going to let you do something. You go get you a slushie. And I was able to give me a slushie. But he was like, you can't come back for the rest of the day. I was like, okay. And it was like I cried all day because I felt so fucking bad. And I ain't ever stole a day since. But then this will be a motherfucker that would sit there like, all she do is she lie. She got a mental problem. She got a mental problem. Bitch, you'll be the motherfucker, let their ass get you pissy ass drunk, and that bitch will split fucking about 6-7 fucking personalities in one fucking sitting. Literally, like no bullshit. And especially if she was like pissed off and really fucking angry and mad before she got fucking drunk, you will watch this bitch go through like 50 fucking thousand fucking personalities all at once. And depending on what you talking about, and she could stay on the fucking topic, and it was something that happened that triggered her, you gonna see some shit. It used to get to a point where I stopped feeling like bad for her, because it's like I can't feel bad for the motherfucker, because it's like she intentionally fucking do that shit. And then it's like when she get mad and get spiteful, she has this way where she can go get Georgetta and Carla, and Carla will be the one. She'll be like, well, shit, since she respect Carla, I'm gonna have Carla go ahead and talk to, like, you know, you need to be with your mom and you need to be around family. Well, I only came back because they, when I say for like 2 weeks straight, and then they have Veronica that, sure, you know, you should go back to Florida and have them help you. You should, whatever. I get back, you think I got fucking support or help? Hell no. You need to get home. I'm like, I'm working a CNA job. My money's coming good. I'm getting ready to build so I can be able to get me a home. Well, why you got to move out of here for? But then it was like, well, you're complaining and talking about my kids is messing up everything. And instead of you making a fucking complaint because it's me having to get up with these kids every day. Well, I helped you the first week that you got here. That should have been enough. Okay. Not only that, I'm suffering, and then I had to get to a point where I had to talk to the VA just to send the therapist to come do home visits with me. But that shit there don't count, right? But I don't take my health serious, right? I don't take my mental health serious, right? When I've been a woman and having to be damn near a woman since I was 8 years old to take over, because whenever she get drunk and she'll get into this place where it was like literally I'm having to be the adult in the fucking house. What 10-year-old you know having to make sure the house is cleaned up and a meal is cooked before the day is over with, because I'm having to wait for her ass to come home. All the food is cooked. You cook and you ready to go fucking eat. But you can't eat because she got company coming over. So she got to make the food look good for the nigga who coming over. My kids is going to motherfucking eat. Them kids is eating before anybody else get a motherfucking plate in their house. Nigga, if you starving and you feel like you got to have a position before these motherfucking kids, get the fuck on. Because we going to eat. Because we know how to go get a job. We know how to go get the money. Regardless if we do got to go do some crazy shit, them kids ate. Them bills paid for. You and I as the grown-ass adults, we going to eat. Regardless if that nigga was on some fuck shit, like I said, it's one thing for certain, two things for sure. I might not give a fuck about ever dealing with that nigga ever the fuck again, but one thing I do give it to him, my son did not ever go without food. He might have did some fuck shit in between the shit, but we didn't go without fucking food. She's just only worried about them kids and being in them streets. The one time, it's 365 days in a motherfucking year. I can ask twice out of that time, like, hey, can you babysit? I'm having to ask you to give you some money just for you to keep them. I'm gone for an hour to barely 2. It's a text message. When you gonna hurry up and get home to your goddamn kids? Your son crying, your child crying. Like, bitch, you don't know how to fucking take care of kids. Like, it was literally like dealing with, like, she's in her fucking 50s. It was literally like dealing with somebody 12 or 16-year-old. Well, you know, Ayana can't be babysitting. Ayana ain't babysitting. I asked you, you're the adult in the house. So that allowed me to know that she was trying to run out the fucking house because she didn't want to be fucking responsible. But yet, here you are, opening up criminal fucking shit, getting people to hack my shit, going ahead and do all this other stuff, unbeknownst to your stupid ass. It's like, oh, we can't do old tricks where you bringing out people like, oh, we trying to drop the body. I'm still 1,000% sure since this morning, somebody was sitting here was like, damn, she knew how we was going to try to get rid of the body and everything. It ain't no crime underneath the motherfucking sun that you going to complete to do, whether it's the drug game, car game, cartel game, trying to go ahead and dump a body, dispose of a fucking body. I've seen this bitch do it on her own accord. I'm pretty sure if you get her ass drunk enough or go ahead and give her that fucking whatever the fuck you was trying to give me, I'm pretty sure you're going to get some motherfucking hidden crimes that you may have thought was unsolved. It'll be solved. This is a bitch that literally, I can guarantee some of these people, how hard they went, you would, like, how hard some of these fucking people went at me, you would have thought that I killed they motherfucking dog, killed they mama, they granny, or some fucking shit. You would have swore to God that I did that. For how hard these motherfucking people went, you would have thought I would have killed somebody in their fucking family. I ain't never seen people go as hard as that, especially when I was in fucking Puerto Rico. Them motherfuckers was coming at me like I fucking killed a whole fucking family. I swear to God. Or as if I stole a whole fucking boatload of fucking drugs or some shit. But at the same time, it literally fucking taught me. When them neighbors pulled that shit, that was enough for me to already know. I was like, here go the bullshit again. Here go the bullshit again. Here it is. It's about to be some bullshit with the judicial system, but you know they ain't gonna bring it to your face, right, Sharita? Right. You know they watching your social media again, Sharita, right? Right. They gonna start doing that stupid shit in your fucking comments again, Sharita, right? Right. That's why I be ignoring the fuck out of these motherfuckers that be sitting here trying to act like they having a conversation. Like I'm ignoring the fuck out of y'all. Like what the fuck? You ain't talking about shit. And if you do, bring your ass on in so I can read your ass to fucking filth right along with the rest of them. That's why we pop in, then we pop out. No, either you gonna be in this motherfucker or just be triggered. Be triggered and fucking heal at the same time. Respect the fact that I'm being fucking straight up and G honest with you, because I don't give a fuck what you see on YouTube. I'm not the fake motherfucker you gonna be seeing on YouTube. I'm not doing no edits. Oh, I was doing my edits. Either you just gonna see me in the raw and the motherfucking natural. Either you fuck with it or you don't. It's simple. Cause I'm tired of just, oh, let me just be like this. I don't give a fuck. I can come on this bitch with my makeup. I can come with my hair done. Or I'm gonna come over here looking just how I got out the fucking bed, got straight out the fucking shower, and I'm gonna come on this bitch. Take it or leave it, but I'm telling you nothing but facts, and this shit happens more often than not. And then there be people acting like, well, what? If you wasn't hiding shit, then you wouldn't be fucking triggered as fuck about what it is that you doing. You wouldn't be triggered about having to worry about, let me go ahead and tell these people what happened real quick. That's why when I was figuring out, like, damn, this motherfucker, like the last motherfucker, that's where I'm like, Shrita, he was really, because it was like, excuse me, you could tell when a motherfucker's smart. But it's like you smart and you doing stupid shit. 10 times out of 10, depending on what type of drug a person chooses, you can tell the intelligence of a person. You can really tell. They choose pills or like Douce or like weed, and they like to put like shrooms or some shit like that. Them motherfuckers is intelligent like no motherfucking other. 10 times out of 10, they taking that shit just to feel comfortable amongst the people that they select, that they, you know, as growing up, that they wanted to be around, and now they can be around because they got the look, they got the vibe, they got the money now. But at the same time, intellectually, they know these people do not stimulate them at all. Like you can tell, like it's people that they hang around and it's like, you know, they don't stimulate you, right? But then it's also, these are the same people that they're so fucking smart that they know these people are dumb and they're not going to pick up on what the fuck it is that they're doing, why they're doing it. Like it'd be people like, oh, well, they're not going to figure out that I like the same sex, or they're not going to like, you know, like I like people older than me or younger than me. You know, like it's like stupid shit like that. It's like, show me your poison and I'm going to tell you who you are. Show me who the fuck you hang around with and show me what fucked up shit that you do. And 10 times out of 10, it's not always of them having the same feather of the flock they're with. Most of the time, it's just the environment that they were in and they're comfortable in it. But then it's also the same people that are going to be like, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's all right. Like these will be people that brush off shit that they don't have the common sense themselves. And they're going to deal with people that they know that they can control. They can manhandle their ass. Especially if it's a man and he ain't really have power and control over his own type of situation. These will be men or women that he can put himself in an environment that he know he can control them. But they don't get that it's a control tactic. That part right there be like, interesting. You know what I'm saying? That's where, you know, you can look at a situation like, that's interesting. But you know, that's their choice. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the people very, very much so concerned about psychologically, emotionally, and physically what the people who they prefer to be around, or and they don't vibe with them, because these will be people that they still feel fucking lonely, they still fucking bored, and so they still gotta find a fucking outlet. So they gotta be like literally seriously under the fucking influence just to be under these motherfuckers. Like, I need to be high just to be around these motherfuckers, because they don't resonate, but it resonates at the same time. And they just need the high or the thrill from it, but it's like it's a cheap thrill. And then when they actually encounter people that's like, yeah, we on that vibe, but you know, we operate different, it's different, and it fucks them up. So they're gonna stay where they're comfortable at. That's why it's like half the shit that people fucking do is like, I get it. That's why I can tell whoever these men are that was like, okay, we stepping up, right? We got fucking step up, man. Like, fuck all this shit. Like, I'm not for somebody in this situation. There's about 2 or 3 of them. They was like, I'm tired of getting fucking called out. I ain't even fit to hold you. Somebody literally said that shit. I'm tired of getting called the fuck out. And it's one of those where if you got to be honest, whether you have to say it to the person or not, this will be a motherfucker that wouldn't tell you to your face, but it's like if they got to meet you, it's gonna be a big ass fucking grin, or they gonna be looking at your ass like, bitch, you know, type shit. And it's like, damn, I'm tired of being motherfucking triggered. Eventually, you will be tired of being fucking triggered, right? But it is when a motherfucker right, they just right. It ain't trying to be a right or Mr. Know-It-All, Miss Know-It-All, or none of that shit. When it hit, that shit just hit. But it's like, are you gonna fucking do better? And some of these motherfuckers, I don't want to do better. Then it's also that last little message where I had to sit there and tell some of these motherfuckers, some of y'all out here dealing with bitches. You ain't dealing with no grown ass woman. A grown ass woman ain't going for that. Cause I'm definitely not motherfucker Tamia Hill. Okay, this is not Tamia and Grant Hill. Do you hear me? I can't go for that. Oh, no. No can do, face ass. Is either we're going to go ahead and, you know, stay in that situation and keep it real, or you just going to figure out who the fuck is fucking with the doll and trying to put something like they're sticking a pin in the mouth part or in the jaw part of a fucking doll. It's a thing. Or somebody really deal with like jaw pain or tooth pain. Like their back teeth or wisdom teeth could be aching or some shit like that. Someone's name could be Irvin. I'm also hearing like Spanish Steve Urkel. Not Steve Urkel. Oh shit. It's like, motherfucker, it's just certain shit that you just gotta like really pay attention to that shit. And it be people that, you know what I'm saying, these are smart motherfuckers that end up getting in fucked up situations. It's like, I'm tired of being called out. I'm tired of motherfuckers. Hey, if you ain't sick and tired enough for this shit. Because apparently it's still, you want to keep doing this shit, and then you want to come hover, and then it's like, I thought, no, it don't thought. Are you paying other motherfuckers to think for you, or are you paying motherfuckers to go ahead and stalk for you? But then it's like, are you stalling? This is also somebody, whatever fucking theory that they're using. Someone likes the theory of Karl Marx, and they like the book or the authority, fascism, Stalin. They like the book of that. This is secret society organization, because most of the time you know, I don't know why secret societies or organizations fell back from that, because shit, if a motherfucker can't really pick up on the theory of what it is before they come into your motherfucking organization, why the fuck you letting these motherfuckers in? That's the craziest part about it. Because Galileo, so somebody could be like from, you know, Spaniard descent or some shit like that. Where did y'all go wrong with this shit? Because I'm sorry. What kind of organization are you fucking running that you're not sitting here paying attention to these people actually really understanding this versus these are now motherfuckers that took on the chance to go ahead and create the shit. Shoot. But it's like they took it on. Yet here they are doing. Rita, don't say that. Don't say that. That shit is funny as fuck though. These are motherfuckers. Go watch the movie Big Stand with Rob Schneider on that motherfucker, okay? I'm gonna put it in the nicest way. Go watch Big Stand with Rob Schneider in it. And what Rob Schneider do when he in the yard, that right there is enough for somebody to get the gist of what the fuck I'm saying. Because you got motherfuckers that talking about, I want to become a 33rd. Some of these motherfuckers need to be dismissed. Effective immediate. Motherfucker, if you just gay, live as a gay man. Don't be over here bucking and punking motherfuckers just to fulfill your motherfucking fantasies because you can't really get the motherfuckers you really like. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to entice you and say, ooh, I can offer you a computer deal. I can offer you a music deal. I can get you a better position over here. I can help your wife, but I can fuck you on the side type shit. Like, come on, cuz. These motherfuckers, it's like, yeah. Like, motherfuckers like, let me, don't cry, bitch. Don't be a bitch. I ain't gonna be a bitch. You gotta be strong when you go ahead and doing certain shit to motherfuckers. And it's like you wanted to be real loyal to go ahead to just be real sacrificial, but then it's like, I'm a man. Ain't shit manly about getting bent the fuck over. I'm sorry. Once you get bent over, your manhood is gone, sir. I mean, you can still portray as a man, but portray as a man over there. You know what I'm saying? And it still don't give you a right or ground to tell me or tell anybody what the fuck a woman is. If anything, take the advice from the fucking woman and understand what your fucking real position is. You got your game from a woman, got your name from a woman, you got pushed out of that fucking woman, if not cut out. So sometimes you're not cut out. So you need to cut it out. Because once you bent it over, you ain't no man's no more. I've been delivered. I'm not gay no more. You gotta just really just honor that. Sugar pop. So my birthday is on the 16th, the 1st, the 6th, the 16th, or the 7th. These are women's too. These is women's too. This is also somebody feeling like, oh, someone's name could be Azra, Israel, Ishmael, some shit like that. Real grandiose. This motherfucker, real grandiose. He liked to wear like seashell beads or something like that around his neck. It's something about a white necklace or a choker or some shit like that. Hey, that's enough for me to already know. Hey, girl. Let me quit. I'll pet it in a motherfucker. I don't give a shit. They wearing them 2 black earrings. Just already know what it is, shouting. Just know what it is. Okay? Ain't no missing that. If you could miss that whole thing, you can't be like, I did not know. Yes, the fuck you did. You did. But then it's like, I don't wanna play no games. Fuck around and give you my last name. Communicates with the dead. Shout out to the dead at the end of the day. Somebody that's 53, 49, and 16 years old will be passing away before July or the first week of July. This, whoever this is, these are some people, if they still feel like they playing certain things. No. The veil is too light to be playing these games. There is a Capricorn towards Virgo female that wanted to keep something keep it on a hush. Don't say nothing. Ain't gonna be no talking while we're doing this thing. Somebody really wanted to keep something hidden. Why are you running? Is what they say. This is also someone who tried to hide. Somebody could be 53, 55, 71. Somebody, you got an older crowd actually provoking this. Somebody could be 40. Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is also in a situation where I can really pick up on that they really, if they already had to go get, what is his name? If they got Big Marcus out of jail, then they went to go look for Irish. They went to go look for Everett. They probably found his ass. And his ass gonna be like, you remember I had said to go ahead and get an abortion. You mean to tell me now? I still remember that conversation coming. But I also remember the same conversation that your ass participated in this dumb shit. This is a lot of shit that's going on. Spiritual communication. This is also somebody in the adjudication. Somebody's name could be Judith. Judith or Yehudith? Yehudi? But this is also too, these are people that really want to tap into what it is. It's like, okay, well, while they reading, I'm reading. Whoever you are, go find something else too. Vanita or Benita Applebaum, I gotta put you on. Somebody's name could be Quentin or Quincy. Aaron. Somebody, you could have some Native American folks too watching you. Revealing something, yeah. Somebody could Upal. Somebody could did just a sacrifice. Like Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Feminine could have just did a sacrifice with a goat. In March or the 3rd, or they could have been doing something with the goat's blood every 3 days or for the last 5 days. So that means somebody's trying to conduct a ritual. What's this about? Loyalty and allegiance. The world. Who is this wanting to offer this? Because for somebody, you have the omniscience, omni. These were influenced, like these are people that really just wanted to use religion. For somebody, like it's gonna be some people that just gonna have to hit the grave in order for you to get the peace that you need. Because it's like somebody's name could be Unique or Eunice or Eunice. Ace of Pentacles. You've been in that same situation where they just love what you can give and what you do. Somebody you fit to be offered, like something is fit to be turning around for somebody. Somebody could be anywhere, but like, is this pregnancy or something? The crimes is being revealed. Hermit helps with spiritual progress. Somebody was just like so fucking bored. Somebody could be so stressed because something's going to come to an end. I'm also hearing distress and under arrest. Star. For somebody, once somebody get arrested or somebody get put to rest, some things is fit to come through for you. I feel like some people probably not expected something happening. Justice. Somebody, you're going to get some major justice because especially if it's been fake court cases or fake reports that people have been putting upon you, it's going to be bad. Intellectual richness protects fertility. Somebody, you could have somebody that could be either a swords energy or wands energy. So an air sign or a fire sign, somebody could be actually looking out for you, but whether you know it or not, use your discernment to know exactly who. Somebody could not be trying to reveal it, but you're smart enough to figure out who's who. Yeah, liberation delivers from enemies, both visible and invisible. Patience. Somebody's name could be Patience or Constance, Prudence. What's this? Healing, fame and renown, commerce, voyages, and great discoveries. Somebody, you probably just planning something. This would be a tower moment for somebody. It's like watching that shit in quiet, facing judgment. Somebody could be, you know, somebody could be tired. It's like, ah, damn. Somebody wanted to come in to portray as a lover just to steal something. And it was egged on from this water sign person or this mother figure. They wanted them to just sword your ass, keep you stuck in your head about this love situation. And it was going to be like a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. But it's like, I feel like somebody could feel like they got slighted. And if they felt they got slighted and they figured out that this person was going to do that, I feel like they going back after that parental figure that could have did that. Somebody could be born in the 70s or something like that. Archangel Michael's protecting you because they also shooing away whoever these people were trying to use mental illness and all this other stuff. It's like it's going back to them. It's going back to them real bad. This is also some people wanting to come back in and just like, well, I took it and I did this. You know how people just do you fucked over and just want to now come back and just be like, damn, that was pretty fucked up. But then it's like, it's a situation that's definitely fucking occurring where somebody could literally be like, God damn, I'm about to take the hit for some shit. And instead of just, it's like, this is one of those situations, instead of you doing the fucking right thing the first time around when you already felt the inkling that some shit was off, you went on and went with it. And now that some shit, you can feel something getting ready to come down. Now it's like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Imagine fucking somebody over and you got to go back to that same fucking person just to get the fuck out of some situation. But for somebody, I don't know, somebody's pipes, something about a pipe or something spilling, or it's going to be like a major ass something happening inside a house. Somebody could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius or something like that. It's something that's going to go happen in a fucking house that somebody going to be like, fuck. That's going to be like their first warning of whatever the fuck was about to turn out to do. Also, it's going to be a house fire or something like that, or something about a breaking of a window. Somebody could be trying to reverse a situation where they was trying to snake a situation. Somebody trying to figure out, I'm trying to get some medication before I go over here. Somebody could have got burned and they was just like, let me take some medicine and get the fuck up out of this situation. For somebody, it was a Virgo that could have did this. They could have burnt the kid or a teenager, a Virgo man could have burnt the kid. Try to blame it on you, saying that you did it, and it was really them, and they going around to other fucking people, whoever the fuck they like fucking burnt or some shit. This is crazy. I feel like something getting traced somewhere. Somebody's name could also be Tracy or Triton, Trixie. Somebody want to like, hey, listen, let me holler at you. Let me tell you something. Listen to me. Listen to me. Also, you can have some people like kind of like looking to get their way out of a situation after they participated in some shit. This is like some people like, oh, these were friends and all this other stuff, and they got me involved in this, and it's like, nah, ain't nobody get your ass involved in some shit that you wasn't already proud of getting yourself involved in. And these are people realizing at the same time, like, oh, well, they're facing 20 years to life. No, your ass is facing 20 years to life because it's people that was on these platforms and shit like that. And they didn't realize that whoever it was that they were getting these funds from, or they was told, or they was getting fronted from, that they didn't realize some of this money that they were collecting from these people, they're going to be held accountable for even accepting the fucking money. Like, I made that fucking prophecy very fucking clear. When it comes to this shit and you not really on your shit, and they going to start figuring out and tracing money, and it's going to be like, oh yeah, did they become friends? Were y'all friends with these people? They going to be start taking people down with this shit. And it's going to be like, so how long did you know about this conversation? How long was this person's name brought up in whatever situation you had going on? And when they start asking this shit, this is going to be motherfuckers going to hit judgment. And they're going to be like, but wait, hold up. But I didn't do nothing. But did you go to the page? Okay, did you report anything? Like, I feel like some of these people are literally going through a content, right? And as you see this shit, like, they trying to hack this shit real bad. The phone, I can't even tell if it's, doing whatever it is. But whatever it is that they doing, this is like somebody where, as these people are hacking it, and I'm going to let this shit just stay just like this. I'm going to let that bitch stay just like this. But either way it goes, shit, once I ditch the bitch anyway, they going to have the evidence that they going to fucking need, because whoever's fucking cloning the phone, shit. Thank you. Because they watching it, like anything within, and I was like, anything within this 100-mile radius, and then they come into my content. They was already got the phone, so it's like, shit, it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be, right? Then it's like the people coming here onto the platform and shit like that, trying to check and see, like, oh, is she capturing onto it? Somebody's name is Chet. Or the little Chapmans and shit like that, coming to, see what it is that they can see. Like, did she catch on to that? Did she see that it was us? And it's like these the same people that feel like they going incognito, like ain't nobody seeing them. Oh, well, we're using a different screen name. Well, every time that you get on here and you do this, it's like somebody like to play Call of Duty. So somebody's a gamer, okay? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, man. And it's like, well, if we keep doing this, will they catch us? It's like, regardless of what you choose to do, y'all gonna be caught. They just sit. I don't know what piece of evidence they also collected on. I feel like for somebody right now, the reason why you ain't got everything yet, I feel like somebody literally going through a filter of every single fucking name in whatever situation. Because I feel like somebody, you probably gonna get money, access to something, but whatever access it is going to give you money that when you get ready to go back to a motherfucking courtroom, you will be able to have, I'm getting somebody having like literally a planting sheet about this motherfucking thick of every single person's name on that motherfucker that they going to be able to sue for defamation of character. What you call it, personal injury, theft, and more. So now, granted, these people will already have cases towards them, but the biggest case of it is the defamation of character, the false reporting and stuff like that. And somebody gonna literally, you know how you can already sue the organization, because so for somebody, the case is so fucking big to a point where one of these cases have to be handled on the behalf of you, and then the other case is going to be one of yours where you running that shit and you're getting not only them, they losing the job, they're going to lose their job, and then after they losing the job, here is your lawsuit. Like I'm getting where somebody for to set that shit so cold as this case is pending, these people get notified. Motherfuckers getting notified left and right. So whoever these people are starting to get notified and they still participating in these groups and they running their mouth, allow them to keep doing what it is that they're doing. They coming back to your social media platforms and they keep trying to, if you got cars and shit like that, they keep coming around your house. They keep trying to stalk. They keep trying to listen through the walls. They keep doing this shit. For somebody, they getting up to the point where they're getting people's faces, names. their addresses. So when it's time for you to get ready to do the paperwork to sue them as individuals, I feel like some of these people will be like, they're gonna have no money. For somebody, I feel like somebody's setting this shit up so fucking cold. They doing this shit right around fucking school. And you know how people be like, oh, they ain't got this and they ain't got that. My kids need supplies and stuff like that. And you might have been a person where you was a recipient where you can get, you know, the free school supplies and shit like that. These are people that ain't ever had to fucking deal with this shit. And these are gonna be the same motherfuckers where they was talking shit about you. Oh, they ain't getting no money and they was creating the obstacles. Let's just say you fit to create them same fucking obstacles for them. And it's fit to put their ass in a mental conflict because you're going to be able to sue their ass as a whole collective. And you're going to be able to sue their ass as motherfucking individuals. And that's the motherfucking truth. You're going to be able to sue every single last one of these motherfuckers. For somebody, how many years? Some of these people, whatever, regardless of whatever it is that you're going to be suing them about, and you're going to have success in it. These motherfuckers will face 7 to 20 years. For somebody, you'll be able to do your case between July 10th and July 20th. So between July 10th and July 20th, you're going to be able to sue every single last one of them. That's the truth. If you caught an STD and you figured out some of them was part of the community or something like that and they did something, 7 to 74 years for some of them if you caught anything from them. This is like motherfuckers where if they didn't want to apologize, they didn't want to say nothing, they wanted to keep accusing you. If your name got brought up on paper and you wasn't ever showing up in the actual courtroom, those people who was coming to portray you, because I feel like it got to a point where they've been bugging some of the courtrooms just to see who was coming in to portray you, or they was recording the people coming in to go represent your case, because I'm getting somebody regardless. You know what I'm saying? You can still come through, you know, votes and stuff like that. This is fit to be funny than a bitch, because where they feel like they stopping you, I feel like you just starting. For somebody, I feel like your first start of your other case will be from August all the way up until 2026 of March of, because I'm getting like it's a list of people. I feel like for somebody you're gonna start in one state and then you're gonna be able to hit another state and then it's gonna be another state. Like, it's gonna be motherfucker. Somebody you to be paid out the ass, because these were people creating obstacles and challenges for you. And every which way that you tried to, like, you know, hey, like, I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do that. And they didn't want to see that. For somebody you gave, like, if you were like me and I try to give that one person a fucking chance and they try to, all right, turn your motherfucking nose up. That ain't got shit to do with me, cuz. It's going to be a personal problem. Or they could have been low-key the person that was trying to be a partner or an ally to you and still had to try to play along with some shit. But still, even then, they should have been fucking smart enough, spiritually enough to know to speak the fuck up, and they chose not to. Let me see. What's this? Yep. Spiritually, this is like someone feeling like I can only communicate with you on the spiritual aspect. You know it's me type shit. But it's like, no, motherfucker, you need to say that shit out of your mouth. Because this is like something about, they wanted you to know something to create the balance. But then it's like, now it's like they losing it. And now it's heartache and loss. Or whoever the person was that they chose, or the two people that they was able to do this shit with. It's just like, now I'm in conflict because I'm losing those two people. For somebody, it's like 3 to 4 people in that situation. So something could have happened to them around March. For somebody, some shit been hitting back to back for somebody. March, April, and May. And then probably something in December. Or them sacrificing something. It's just like, it's supposed somebody in conflict. I feel like Cinco de Mayo or something like that, or last month was something for somebody to realize it's like the new beginning's going to start regardless. This could also be somebody feeling like they wanted to create a disruption, or whoever they could have been dealing with. Like this in the background, if they had like I feel like somebody had like 3 or 5 people in the background. Did one of them, if it was a man or somebody that they could have had been dealing with or something like that, they was the one trying to cause disruption to the fertility. And I feel like spiritually the person could have known and wanted to celebrate, but they couldn't speak up on it. Some kind of obstacle and challenge, but they wanted to create a control factor of that. But then it's like, well, I want to know what's going on. But then it's like, if you really wanted to know and was passionate about it, this is also somebody like created obstacles, created challenges because they wanted control. And then it's like, since they couldn't have control, it's like, motherfucker, how you trying to control something else and you ain't got control of your own fucking life? For real, this is like somebody for real, no bullshit. The person, whoever they could be around, got this house with and thought they was in full balances is going to be the person trying to get them locked up. And they're going to be locked up for like, I'm seeing like 6 months, 6 to 9 months. Or somebody could literally get locked up and they don't get released until like December or something like that. Or September 11th. Or September 1st. They get locked up, that's when they gonna be able to get out or something like that. Or it's like they have their way to be able to get out, but for somebody it might be your way out once some of these people get locked up. Somebody, you know what I'm saying, you'll be able to move around. Somebody you probably just gonna stay to yourself for a while. Somebody can be born in 98 or 89. Because somebody thought that they was gonna keep you. Somebody born in 82 or 92 thought they was going to have you in the waiting game. And you're just like, nah, just keep moving forward. Because something about December, somebody could be trying to sacrifice something or get rid of something. Or somebody could be like literally undercover, no bullshit. Because something was fated to go this way. But however it's going for somebody, July will create the balance that you need. Some gonna create the balance that you need. And then I feel like where somebody feel like that you was gonna wait around, I feel like somebody, you gonna be literally leaving and somebody finally be like, I'm waking up. But because that song is popping in my head, I'd rather be alone than in a broken home. Intuitively, that's the truth. It's like you'd rather be alone than in a broken home than trying to figure out like trying to do the best for yourself on your own. And I feel like for somebody, you probably like literally tired of this shit, but shit, you got a strong ass backbone for yourself. By yourself, you got a strong ass backbone. And for somebody, these were people looking to like destroy that. For somebody, you had somebody that if they had other lovers, and it's given that somebody could have had like a secret little gay lover that they was been trying to fucking hide for the longest. And that was one of your biggest motherfucking culprits in this situation. That was really trying to take authority to try to run that shit. Or somebody could be in authority or a power position where it could be either a fucking woman. It could be a woman trying to transition to a fucking man. And that could have been another fucking person, whether they, you knew it or not, that was really trying to partner up with this shit to cause you obstacles and challenges. And they could have partnered up with these police people to do this. They didn't want you talking. They didn't want you to get your harvest. They didn't want you to move forward. They didn't want you to see. They wanted to block your chakras. Man, these motherfuckers was trying to block any and every fucking thing. I'm going to tell you that, but the universe is in control of whatever's going to happen, what the universe wants you to know, because it's like the high priestess is up here. For somebody, you could be loving from your masculine place or something like that, because you're a high priestess, empress, and in the Fool card, like you're going to be able to move forward regardless from this, because whoever this one person is that was trying to hide out in the background, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but it's like for somebody, you're going to have some people, it's one of those saving grace type situation where it's like the people paid to harm you. For somebody, you're going to find out it was a mother figure that basically tried to get people to give you diseases so you can go to prison. They also got military people to get involved in this. Yep. This one person that could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius man could probably want to talk about, if somebody pregnant or something like that, this is like somebody trying to ask, is it theirs or some shit like that? Or somebody could be trying to convince somebody that's what it is. And I feel like the person who is, they know This is also somebody who could be trying to block the communication, a Virgo. Some kind of Virgo could be trying to block a communication, but I feel like communication is going to come to you one way or another. Right now, Ogun. So if somebody is into, you know, the work, somebody could be using Ogun. Somebody could be in the hospital somewhere, or somebody not having success with something. What's this person not having success with? Somebody could be losing money. I'm hearing losing money, power, and respect. Somebody could be getting rejected in their community about something that they did. Damn, somebody could be losing a lot of money. Or a lot of fucking respect. I feel like an illusion that they painted in what they did towards somebody. But then it's like somebody could be finding out, damn, a lie about something that they went and got a fucking reading on. That's crazy. And somebody paid some good money. They could have paid like $40. For somebody, they could have paid about $400 or something like that. $40 or $400. It was like, you know, damn. Something's going to be spontaneous for somebody, but I feel like somebody, you probably going to just leave. Somebody, you could end up meeting somebody, you know, if you open to it, but I feel like you just like, I don't want to be bothered. Yeah, somebody, you like, I don't want to be bothered. I feel like after a situation comes in, somebody end up having like a little girl or a little boy, or a boy and a girl, fraternal twins or some shit. I feel like the little girl will be bigger than the boy. Something crazy is going on. Somebody gonna get caught red-handed trying to do something. Somebody also gonna get caught red-handed if it's coming to like medical malpractice. They gonna get caught red-handed with like messing with some medical records or something. Also, it's fit to be an order where they're gonna allow certain people, if you ain't got like a sex crime or gun crime on you, because with whatever is going on, they're gonna need people in the military. As long as you ain't got like particular violent crimes or something like that, they gonna allow people in the military. I feel like that's where they're gonna start doing their new people, where they trying to do research and clinical research. They probably gonna use them motherfuckers then. For somebody, it's somebody on the 21st, whoever birthday. What's going on with whoever's born on the 21st? What's going on with this person? Oh, they not doing offers. For somebody, you got somebody, whoever birthday is on the 21st. Could be trying to hire somebody to unalive you. I'm hearing they fit to wind up in a motherfucking hearse. They could also be trying to convince or coerce people to hurt you or do something to your medical records as well. Somebody, a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo person that is a veteran as well. Something about May. Someone's name could be Ezra, Israel, Ishmael, or something like that. Marcos or Mark. Yeah, somebody could be trying to figure some information out. Because it's like, what's their markers? Whoever this Virgo person is that's in reverse, they could be, this person could also end up in a hearse. What's up with this Capricorn person? This person could end up getting sick really bad. What's up with this person from the military? They're going to end up telling you something about a Leo child or something that they were supposed to tell you April. If they don't tell you by April, it's something that they probably will have to say around September. This is also some type of paperwork somebody was supposed to bring to you. Somebody either you work with or in the military, they're supposed to bring this to you. Stealth communication. Somebody, you could be in the spotlight or limelight. These are people trying to stop it. They didn't want you to have victory and success in something. In a connection. Somebody about to get ate the fuck up. Leon and Chloe. Something about the name Leon and Chloe. Okeechobee. And the Chattahoochee River. Somebody keep be screaming, oh, we're soulmates. Bitch, a soulmate could be a friend. Sometimes you ain't got to make a fucking soulmate to a love for somebody. You were meant to be with somebody, and somebody could have really went to go balls deep to figure out who the fuck it was. Whoever this person born in July, February, or in fucking September. Literally fucking found that out, and I feel like this motherfucker was ready to have a fucking heart attack. They could have found this shit out last November, and ever since last November or this recent December, they've been fucking like doing everything. Like, it's somebody that they know how to manipulate their mind. This is also somebody that was trying to get somebody who, let me see, 7 and 5, somebody whose birthday is July, May, or December. Somebody was trying to get somebody caught up on a gun charge. And whoever did get caught up on that, somebody, you better get, somebody ain't bright. I feel like somebody, if they was calling somebody else slow, they ass is fucking slow. But whoever this slow motherfucker was that got manipulated by whoever this person is, that they could birthday could also be March, May, July, December as well. They could be, you know, the same month as each other, or February. Somebody knew for a fact. This is also somebody that's been trying to camouflage or cloak the energy about somebody knowing something. Somebody's name could be Yvette, Yvonne, Ivan, Irvin, Evelise, Evelyn. Somebody literally been trying to block that fucking information. It's like, yeah, it's like somebody keep trying to say, hey, something is wrong, but it's like, I'm having pain or this, whatever. And it's like, oh, it's nothing. But these are people are fucking tennis swords in the fuck out of you. And they know something is wrong, but it's like, hey, something is wrong. And they not saying nothing. And I feel like people could fucking know that. For somebody, if you end up having to get another fucking appointment or something like that, they gonna be watching the fuck out of this shit. But this is like somebody talking about they don't want to get caught up for this shit. And they trying to hire somebody to assassinate or do this for somebody. These were the same fucking people who assassinated your son. In my situation, these were the same motherfuckers that grouped together that knew what was going on with my son. And then my other son might be in the fucking hospital. Somebody probably wanted to finally speak up and getting away from this shit. For somebody, you got somebody that did participate in this shit and they like want to talk, but this was the same fucking person who literally was trying to stop you from working. Somebody's birthday could be October 8th or August 10th. Or the 18th, October 18th, or like somebody you could add a kid with that, or the 20th. This also was a person that was messing with your work, messing with your phone. They about to get caught red-handed in some type of shit. This is like, hey, you want to take this trip. I want to get you to something else. Like, speeding to come in. But these were the same fucking people that knew something about something. It's something with medical malpractice for sure. It's definitely something with a hospital. A hospital. Administration, paperwork. Counseling, and money. Heavy on the money. They've been trying to just like try to keep you in the depressed state. They wanted you to be more depressed and confused and concerned about who gonna do what towards you, and it's just like, and you ignoring that something is like happening for you. Somebody, this is just a wicked ass fucking person that they just, somebody, you got more eyes on you than you know. They just curious about how, Sway, how. You got somebody from Jersey. You got somebody watching from Chicago. You got somebody watching from Atlanta. These people could be the main source of trying to set you up or cause you harm since March. For somebody, the person could have came near you with a black BMW. Yep. They're facing judgment. They got surveillance of that motherfucker coming through there. Or maybe you do. I feel like they found that evidence. That's why they probably try to get that phone and get on the TikTok. Because it's like, if we can get the video to take down right now, then you know, then nothing. It's a thin line. Somebody got a thin ass fucking hairline. You'll never find, blum, 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 a hairline like mine. Face ass motherfucker. Coming in with a bullshit offer like, you playing with death, kid, but you're still cloaking your energy about what the fuck you did. Somebody could have just like one small tattoo here and then one across their stomach. This is like somebody really feeling like they got a chance. You're a page. That's a queen. Where the fuck do you think you get a chance? It's like that they can keep incognito. You're alive. Come on, man. Like, this is somebody really fucking bad because I talked about the hairline. So I don't know where the fuck that shit stop at, because it's like somebody really fucking feel like they got a chance. And somebody really try to hack into it. Somebody's name could be Chance. Chance the rapper. These motherfuckers watch this shit. Somebody lying. You'll never find a hairline like young. Somebody, these people going hard. They finding any and every fucking body that they can at this time to try to go ahead and unalive you. Like, I want their head. These people want you to be in so much fucking negative energy and they can't do it. This is like I said, somebody literally got a tattoo on like their arm right here and they got a tattoo across their fucking stomach. What's a page to a queen? What can a queen do with a fucking page? Not a motherfucking thing. Who is this fucking fire sign? What the fuck do they want? They sick than a motherfucker. They sick. Messing with a little young ass motherfucker. Probably got caught up. This is somebody that knew about the unaliving of the child. They didn't want to say nothing. Now they been sending, somebody was getting to run around with some shit. Are you loyal to this? Do you really want to get into this? You said you did. Like, motherfucker, you getting punked by motherfuckers. Like, is it worth it? Now you gotta get judgment. And then somebody literally just fell on their ass about this shit. Like, did she realize that we try to stop it there? These are people really wanting to carry out a lie. Somebody's name could be Sharon or Shelly. Sherry-Ann. Communicate some type of lie for somebody to do this. They gonna hope to do this all the way into July 2nd or 5th. Somebody could be whatever their last name. They could be Jones the second, William the fifth, or type shit. James Henry Taylor the fifth, Johnny the second, Johnny William Luther the second. Come on, man. This is like somebody, once my son passed on, they probably called their son, the new son, the seventh. I wouldn't be surprised. You got somebody keep trying to say you a nuisance. Because you did it. Somebody feel attacked like a motherfucker. You can feel it too. I can hear the conversation, so I don't really care. Also, this is one female, she could wear like maroon or burgundy color, trying to cover themselves up to act like that they ain't did nothing. Someone's name could be Sharice or Shanice or Shania or Sarah Ann. Somebody's last name is Vasquez for sure. Somebody could be feeling like you putting their ass on blast. Somebody, this could be a aunt, a mom, a grandmother. Somebody could have recently just paid someone between $7,000 or $10,000. Or they did that during the winter. For somebody to just watch you or surveillance you illegally. They facing judgment because I feel like they found something, either evidence on their phone, computer, tablet, or something like that, or it was like something in the home that they was able to like pull up. Somebody could have recently went to the Jew. I said to the Jew. But I was about to say they recently went to the zoo. But somebody could have went to somebody that they know that's a Jew. Somebody's name could be Sue, Susan, Susanna, Savannah. Or they could have went to Savannah, Georgia or something like that. Somebody's birthday is in September or March. Or they did something March 9th or last September 3rd, June 3rd, June 9th. June 15th. And something about tomorrow. Somebody was planning to do something tomorrow, the 18th. 9 and 9 is 18. 2 Virgos, a Gemini, and a Pisces. And also an Aries, Leo, Sag. These people were planning, it's something about an underground, certain things. SeaWorld. Hard Rock Live Cafe. Universal Studios. Disneyland. Something about an amusement park. And something about a park. Somebody could be meeting at a McDonald's parking lot. Also, the artist Nivea is prevalent. Someone could play the piano or be into music production. Somebody could be on house arrest. Whoever's on house arrest, they do this. I feel like they can only leave the house when they go to work. Somebody could work for a pizza place. Someone could be a mechanic, or someone could work with an iron. Or they could work at a factory or construction. Or also someone could play the keyboard for the church. Also, somebody that they know do brujas or botanica or a metaphysical shop. Somebody might get caught red-handed going there. Somebody gonna get caught red-handed with an underage girl. Somebody born in 86, 62, 98, 99, 89, 92, 96, 98, 91. Somebody about to get caught with somebody underage. Not somebody getting caught with a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old, 16, 18. So someone gonna get caught with it, get busted with trafficking some kids. Or somebody got proof and evidence on their phone of something that whatever somebody did to track a picture on someone's phone and whatever number that they went on ahead and tracked it with. This is like somebody end up tracking it, looking into the picture, they found the telephone number, they called and went up and did some research about who the number belonged to and whatever number that it belonged to and who they found it belonged to. I'm hearing somebody say, yeah, that's my child. They only 16. Or they only this age. And somebody said, how old? Child. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. For somebody, you're going to get lucky because it's like it's a lie. But whoever this July or Leo is, this is like somebody getting somebody, like 3 people locked up. 2 officers, a lawyer or something like that. Because I'm getting somebody like, they told. Somebody finna tell on somebody about some weapons. Somebody finna tell on a doctor. Somebody finna tell on somebody at a water company and a property management. Somebody owns like some property, some apartments or something. Somebody finna tell on some authority. Somebody would like to wear purple or blue. A Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio man can figure out some lies or they caught up in a lie. That want to communicate with something to an Empress. King of Wands, who could have tried to do a hit, burn them, paid by a Virgo to go somewhere with a military or something like that. But it's like you can keep close contact because if they got a kid with you, they can do this to you and y'all got this type of thing. Like somebody could have told them the truth, but it's like somebody, you just got a sticky ass, crazy ass situation going on around you. For somebody, it's somebody that literally was fucking against you that's got to tell you some shit and you just gonna be like, you did what? But for somebody, don't get offended. It's just like, shit, I respect it. For me, I'm the type of person, I respect this shit. Business is business, but who did what? Something about somebody could did something to 3 kids, 4 kids or something like that. Somebody could work for Orkin, pest control. Somebody could have properly finally did the divination and they like, whatever it is that they found from somebody like at midnight. Or somebody could have got a message around 6, or they're going to get something about 6 a.m. about something occurring. A Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. Funds are running dry, or something about what happened in January. Somebody want to communicate something. It's something about some kids and some money. This is crazy. Somebody, you do have a lot of eyes on you. Whether they know it or not, it's a whole lot. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. I'm gonna find you and make you want me. Somebody, they felt like somebody was hiding. Somebody's name could start Lauren, L'Oreal, L'Oreella, Mariella, Mariellis, Mercedes. This is also someone that felt like, oh, I don't like you, but they copy everything you do. Somebody, it's going to be a female getting caught like red-handed. Somebody going to get caught red-handed. Somebody also going to start some kind of stupid-ass argument, but somebody had a bright idea to create some kind of distraction for somebody to get something to come into you. Because it's like, I feel like somebody felt like they was closing in on you, Empress. Somebody, they getting, how many people out the way? This is like somebody have to get caught up because they keep trying to say that they bringing information your way and they can't find you, but they are all fucking around you. Somebody is eyes on you in the craziest fucking way. I don't know what this child is, or somebody got somebody young. This person could be literally under the age of 21. Because it's like somebody that could literally be reaching out to people who they once was working with. And these same people are now telling us, I don't know what to tell you, kid. I don't know how to help you. And they lying like a motherfucker to somebody now. I feel like, you know how people get involved in shit. And then when they feel like there's no longer a use for them. And it's like, somebody about to have a badass fucking experience with it. Somebody, you can have your own child watching you sit here like, but what do I do now? And it's like, weren't you part of it? Didn't you believe that they was going to help you? Did you learn your lesson? For somebody, it's eyes on somebody doing some fuck shit to some kids. Or it's like they figured out that, like, say a kid could know something about some adults or some shit that went on, and they probably could be like, well, what I do? Shit, if you smart, go tell on their ass. Something about a motel at this time, too. What's up with this? For somebody, it's like something with payments, weapons, something camouflaging, like somebody didn't expect for you to figure out veterans were involved in this. Somebody, a mother figure, could have been watching this and they knew this too. They was watching to see what it is that they was going to do to you. For somebody, you also could have had people that were still active duty participating. They could have been trying to get people to run around or try to give you to run around to like figure out what it is. This is also having people give you fake offers or act like they wanted to give you something or wanted, you know, things from you. And it's just like, This is like a person, they desperate to figure out what it is that they can do to you, but it's like lies. So just use your discernment at this point. The universe is in control. For somebody, you just letting go of love at this time because you don't want to be in mental conflict no more. Because it's not like I'm shut off to love, but it's like, fuck that shit right now. Like, I need me. I need my money. I need fucking peace. And these motherfuckers keep being ignorant than a motherfucker. Your awareness is like so fucking subpar. You probably been knowing what the fuck these people been up to since like January. Also, somebody could have been knowing something since January. Like the temptation to mess with your crown chakra. Like they got one on me today. That's all right. These are people that literally want your destiny. For somebody, you got a white man with blue eyes that be like literally trying to hide incognito, like you not gonna pick up on who he is. And whatever this picture look like, that's how the fuck this motherfucker look like. That's really just, his birthday could be like October 20th, January 10th, January 20th, January 7th, or the 15th. This person really wants your destiny. Somebody, you gotta, you know, these white folks be doing this shit. They've been doing this shit for a long ass time. They just know how to hide it. It's given like American horror. I said horror. American hair, horror, and then what's it called? Something craft. Like that shit that we making that shows about witchcraft. It's somebody really on that shit and they really want to create, you know, disruption in this. For real, for real. This is what somebody wanted to create where you don't feel stable or secure within yourself. So this is like someone wanting you not to trust yourself. wanting you to not be mentally or emotionally or psychologically secure within yourself. Like somebody wanted your light, wanted your shine, want your DNA, want your organs. Like these will be people, if you die, they'll take your fucking organs and try to utilize it and make it appeal. And I just need the feel of them. Like these are motherfuckers that really want to do that. Like la fin. It's the la fin. Waiting game, hoping that you get restless. Like they want you to be cold, but they want you to move on or move away from some shit. Like they don't want you to be, you know what I'm saying? They want you to be so loveless, but then it's like, well, if they become loveless, what you know, we not gonna have no access to them. They won't work with us. Like somebody's like, it's like one of those okay, but they want you to feel like you fucking Eeyore off of fucking Winnie the Pooh type shit. If we take their sleep dreams, they could sacrifice this to them. They want you to sacrifice your rainbow for somebody. If you have children, you have water children, you have children of the light, you have flower children, you have rainbow children. These are what's that song that showed Steven the Universe? Somebody, you got fucking gym ass kids. Your womb is a gym. You are a gym. And these are motherfuckers that somebody's name could be Jim, Jimmy, or Jonathan or something like that. Cornelius or some real shit. Shadow and light. These are people that work in the dark. Like, you know how with priestess and shit. What was that movie called? The Last Exorcist or some shit? And it was like, well, we do need the exorcist, but then it's like you have the exorcist of light, and then you have the exorcist that can pull out the demons of fucking people. And for somebody, you can do both. You can do both. Meaning you are a threat to a fucking Vatican. Or to the practice of priestesshood. Somebody, all it requires for your ass is sit the fuck down, read some motherfucking books, and read them goddamn books to the T. Come back to this bitch. This shit will fuck people up. They know they'll be in fucking prison. But for somebody, regardless of what the fuck this is, for somebody the first go around, they probably had got some people around April 19th. For some other people, the rest of these people, June 18th. Some people could have got caught up today. The next group of people is going to be September 17th, 18th, 19th, August 9th, or the 7th, 6th. It's going to be some motherfuckers, they catching them like this. Somebody you finna be triumphant. You're going to overcome. If you have any type of fucking mental conflict, by July 18th, if you're not over it, July 18th, you will be over that shit. Between the 1st and the 18th. That mental conflict that you was having before, adios, sayonara, you know, they longer seas. You ain't finna, don't keep yourself in like, oh, heartache and loss. Like, motherfucker, anything that's a loss is a fucking lesson. Because prosperity is about to begin. If you ain't got it yet, the countdown is final countdown. Because these people do not want you to have financial or material changes, partnerships and alliances. For somebody, you're going to have partnerships and alliances in the background. I feel like a lot of the people are going to be giving you the distance that you need at this fucking time due to the simple fact, like, all this shit that somebody, like, I feel like these are people that actually use their fucking brain. And they realizing all the shit that you having to endure right now. I feel like some people are literally, no bullshit, watching your ass in fucking admiration. Because it's like, whatever the fuck it is coming to you for somebody, regardless of what it is that you choose to do, I feel like you're going to have helpers in the background. And they're going to give you the time you need to fucking recover and recoup. Because the shit that they seeing you go through is admirable. Because it's like, nah, I wouldn't. Like, it's like people, if you got physical 3D people helping you in the background, I can literally see them like, this motherfucker handle, like, I'm getting people like, if they have to serve this, like, this motherfucker handle this shit like a champ, man. It couldn't be me, but it's like, I get it. But wherever they gonna go, we're gonna make sure that they good, they gonna be straight. Like, for somebody, wherever the fuck you go, wherever you decide to motherfucking do, you gonna be straight, regardless Regardless, these are secret helpers that these motherfuckers could literally see. Like, you know how this is like a situation where you could be so fucking raw and vulnerable. That's like getting cut or burned to the core, and you trying to like lightly touch it type shit. And it was one of those like, I wouldn't. This is too raw and too vulnerable to just be like, hey, I can be your friend and I'm here for you or whatever. Because this is like somebody having to watch so much fucking betrayal someone has to go through. It's like they having to think logically, like, would I want somebody to fuck with me? Would I want to hear anybody talking about being a friend and I got you and support you? And they can logically, like, rationally be like, hell no, I wouldn't want nobody to be talking about I could be a friend and I'm here to fucking support you. After all this shit, this is even people looking at a situation like, after all this type of shit, hell no, I wouldn't even want to fucking be bothered. For somebody, this is like somebody looking at like a whole child, your whole childhood. Like somebody could be literally looking at the fact of going through all the records of your life. It's like somebody's whole childhood. These motherfuckers been trying to kill them and they surviving every fucking chance. It's like, would you want anybody to be bothering you, talking about being a friend or getting close to you and you just really just trying to fucking breathe? And then on top of that, you got to deal with your kids and all this other shit and these people going against you and you trying to go to school. Like, these are people literally rationalizing, going through fucking paperwork, books and shit like this. They even having to physically fucking watch you, whether it's at a distance or a close proximity, and they watching this shit fucking go down. And with them watching this shit, this is like, shit, if this fucking was me, hell no, I'm not worried about no friendship. Hell no, I'm not worried about no motherfucking relationship. Shit, if anything, I will be low-key a secret helper if it gotta be something that, you know, they get a chance and things go off. Shit, I'll be the person in the background like, shit, I don't want them to know that it's me, but I'm gonna let them know that it's me. Whether I gotta make a fake profile or whatever, let me throw them a little bit, you know. It ain't for somebody, it ain't even gonna be a little bit of type of money. It's like, shit, I know they struggling, they ain't eating, and you can really just sit there and be watching this shit. Shit, it'll be one of those, they wake up, you know that they sleep, they got off live, and they waking up like, guys, I woke up to $23,000 in my account, and this is like, well, you know, they know like smart people ain't gonna announce that shit, but you know, some people be like, oh, I received a blessing or something like that. That shit right there, it hits a little different, and you're gonna always be curious, like, who would want to do that? But at the same time, it's one of those situations where you can look at a situation like, shit, for me, I get hit with some fucking money, I'm ghost like a motherfucker. Oh, y'all took the phone, y'all took this, shit, ditch that shit and go about my motherfucking business. But for somebody, even if you did some shit like that, I feel like you literally would still have fucking secret helpers. For somebody, it's somebody looking like, okay, how can we help them? And, you know, help them without being seen helping them, but then it's like help them so they can go ahead and move the fuck about type shit. Because it's like it's one of those raw situations. It's like, ain't nobody really trying to worry about being a friend with nobody when you having to go through so much fucking stress and shit like that. That can cause depression, but it's like, for how you gotta handle that shit, you still gotta keep your head held high and shit like that and still fucking go. That shit hard in the motherfucker. But then when it's like you doing it, it's like you make that shit look good though. You make that shit look good in a motherfucker and keep making that shit look good. I don't give a fuck how bad that shit gonna get. I'll be damned if I ever let a motherfucker make me feel any type of way. Shit, if I get ghosts off this shit, that don't mean your bitch ass won. It just might be here. But shit, getting into the right position, you get your footing, and you know, like, okay, this shit didn't work like that for over here, but shit, let me get that right footing. And motherfuckers, you get blessed with that right type of fucking money, your ass will be able to make some shit shake, and they be like, I thought we shut them down. And you pop out of no fucking word, be about 30 days, a month later, or some shit like that, and you just pop out. They be like, what the fuck? Where did they? Sometimes you just gotta do it a little different. But somebody just hold on. Change is coming. I got faith. The change gonna motherfucker come. I don't give a fuck about who there and who ain't there. I've been on my motherfucking own, but bitch, I'll be damned if you gonna sit here and just try to keep fucking with people. People deserve to fucking know the truth, and you want to keep trying to prevent the truth coming out because your bitch ass is getting exposed for fuck shit that you're doing versus doing better. Somebody could have been born in 1965. Something about July. These are motherfuckers hoping that they can carry some shit out, man. It's like, bro, let me out of this shit before. It's just like, it's one of those like, God, I'm really doing my best. I really am. I'm about this close from going ahead and being off that scene from fucking Set It Off. This close. But then it's like, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, man. But it's like, it's one of those, Rita, you're riding the fence. Do you want to go ahead and take on the real big demon energy? Or you just want to just chill? I'm going to chill. Because that demon over there, that's a big motherfucker. Not even I can calm it down. But whatever the fuck it choose to do, I know it's going to be great at it. And even the fucking devil going to be like, I got to take notes from this motherfucker. How you do that? But it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's best in my best interest is not to be bothered. I will entertain people, but to be bothered, fuck. These be people, I'm desperate to have a husband. I don't give a fuck if it's one come or not. If they come, okay, cool. If not, fuck it. But in this instance, I'm good. This is one of those situations where you can look at like things and be like, for somebody, you got people secretly seeing like, it's one of those, if they couldn't understand why you was single and why you didn't want to be bothered and why you stay away from fucking people, for somebody, if you got secret hippos right now or private investigators or higher up people watching you, these are people literally, I tell you no bullshit and I can't make it up. It's people literally sitting in the fucking background and it's like, they couldn't do it. But then it's like they respect it and it's like, I see why. I see why now. Like, it makes sense after the fucking fact, but it's like, why it couldn't make sense when somebody was telling you then? Why does it have to make sense after the fucking attack? But for somebody, it's also like, people are seeing you just be in your zen, man. Like, it's a vibe type shit. These are people like, for somebody, you making these motherfuckers just tire out because it's like, how is we gonna make this crime and how we gonna make this happen? And it's like they losing every fucking time. They getting tired. These be motherfuckers that think with what they got between that wink versus the one that stink. Like, go take a shit. You constipated. Yep. Man, just thank whoever it is that you pray to because they got you, man. They got you. Don't worry about other fucking people. Don't worry about, you know what I'm saying? I'm a firm believer. Never be concerned about the apologies you won't ever get. Don't ever be concerned about a closure that you always wanted because you won't ever get it. I came to that acceptance years ago. People gonna lie to you. People gonna steal from you. People will try to kill you. But shit, the theory do stand. If they'll lie to you, they'll steal from you. And if they'll steal from you, they'll kill you. Lavinia Brooks told me that. Deacon Lavinia Brooks told me that. And from there, it's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Versus being concerned about if somebody gonna hurt you or not. I'd rather just not be hurt and be in my own world. You know, like, hey, I want to marry you. Telling me what I want to hear is cool or whatever, but it's not what I need, you know? What you want, somebody could be doing some weird shit, bro. What you want is negotiable. What you need, non-negotiable. For somebody, it'd be somebody literally outside your motherfucking door, ready to just Do I? Do I not? I recommend not. The fuck? This is somebody that got results or paperwork or something like that. Somebody was trying to hide, lie, something like that. Something about money or idea or somebody's family, relatives or something like that, trying to keep something hidden or as a secret. I don't know why they was trying to keep it hidden or as a secret or something like that. But these are also people that could have been like, if you had a situation like I did, they wanted to create stress. You know, not these are people like, if they're religious and it's like, I don't believe in abortions and shit like that, but you intentionally trying to force someone to stress out to miscarry or have a stillborn or be sick and shit like that, and then it's, but I did want a family. No, the fuck you didn't, girl. It's crazy shit. But for someone, don't ever get caught up in that. Don't get caught up in the karmic twin flame shit. It just is what the fuck it is. You know what I mean? It's real life, everyday shit. I don't know. Twin flame, what? A divine counterpart. Oh, this is the person who want to marry you. Bitch, fuck you in that marriage. I'm going to do everything in my fucking power to sabotage it. And I know that I'm sabotaging it. These be people that don't realize that it's like, shit, where's the money at? If not, let me get back to work and get to the money. Because love ain't got me nowhere but work under some nerves, losing my hair, getting sick, can't eat. I ain't got time for it. But I entertain you. But that's a good man, Savannah. Bitch, this is not waiting to exhale. Don't you throw that up here, you raggedy bitch. Y'all go watch those movies or whatever. Y'all be blessed because there's going to be people facing judgment for some lies and shit that they trying to keep hidden in secrets. Yeah, some lab results. Somebody could have literally been blackmailing or threatened somebody about not saying nothing. And it's just like, well, here you go. Somebody could have been doing something and they could have been trying to force people to give them something and they couldn't come up with something. Yep. Somebody did something towards you because they thought they was going to get a chance to do something in music. They could literally be trying to come back around to you to tell you something so they can get a chance to do that. But this is like somebody that would literally be with you like what my ex-husband did. Just be with you to use you because they know something about you and they don't want to tell you. Just to like, if they know like you got a health condition or some shit like that. This would be a motherfucker that would try to use that and be like, well, shit, they don't know that they about to die from cancer, or they don't know that they're about to have this happen to them, and it's going to put them in traumatized shock. And whether the VA already have a plan to go ahead and put on paperwork that they can't drink straight, or they're going to be grieving or something like that. Or I'm going to be the person to put, this type of stuff in their drink or food because they got to trust me in order to be in love with me. And I could put this in their medicine and I already been through that shit. I ain't going through that shit ever the fuck again. If anything, shit. This is like, well, shit, if they don't deal with me, then I'm just going to do this. Like, word. These are like, if these are men, these are some sensitive ass fucking men. These are motherfuckers that you can't communicate. Like, all she doing is fussing and nagging. You don't know the difference between having a discussion to agree to disagree or having a conversation to converse. Somebody literally be outside somebody's door. They could be doing rituals. They could be doing it at your window. They could still have cameras there for somebody. This person could be a veteran or be in the military. Heavy on this military shit. February, April, and this month. Marines, Navy, Air Force, or somebody that could be a gunny or works with weapons. Or airlines, or they could be a ranger, trackers. Yep. All right, y'all. I'm going to go take a sleep.